Romani could have family who lives in the area, no, although he might not have direct experience, but what real Palestinians would you expect to be a spokesperson? They can't get out of the area, so everyone is whose ancestors came from the area. Sure. I don't know how much I want to like there's a lot I can say, but I also don't want to start to retread. Well, one, now that I got live viewers, I don't know how many people haven't heard me say this before, so I don't know if I should repeat myself. But then two, if I just repeat myself, I'm just repeating myself a ton. But the oh, somebody linked me the start of that H3 fresh info thing. Without like reopening the entire fucking thing again. My issue is just that when you look at the history of Israel and the other surrounding Arab states, what you see is Israel is a nation that is always on the edge of oblivion. Israel is a nation that always has its back to the wall. So as a result of that, they're forced to fight militarily, but they're also forced to struggle politically and diplomatically, meaning that Israel can't afford to do reckless war. Israel can't afford to just fight and see what happens. They have to conduct themselves in a way knowing that if they lose, they're wiped out forever. And I think that forced Israel's hand to acknowledge political realities that were essential for stabilization in the region. For instance, in 73, Israel was forced to reckon with the fact that, okay, well, shit, I don't know if we can fight our Arab neighbors forever because the Yom Kippur War happened, and for the first few days, it was starting to look a little dicey. And after 73, they were like, okay, well, fuck, maybe we need to make peace. The problem with the Palestinians is the Palestinians have never had to reckon with that. The Palestinians have always had this support abroad from people that are telling them, fight forever, keep fighting forever, and it'll be base, just keep fighting forever, just fight forever, fight. And with that type of international support and the fact that like Palestinians are never going to truly be genocided because the international community is kind of like looking out for them, I think that system behind them internationally basically means that they will never feel the need to actually reckon for a peaceful settlement because they always feel like they can get more if they keep fighting. I think that's like the big issue. That's one of the reasons why I get so upset when I fight with people who support their fighting forever, because it's like, okay, well, one, you don't live there, so you don't have to suffer the conditions. Basically, actually, you know what? Palestinians that are born and raised in Europe and America and then tell Palestinians to fight forever in Palestine remind me of white Americans it reminds me of white, wealthy, suburban, socialist Americans that tell poor black people not to vote because it doesn't matter. That's what it reminds me of. Like, yeah, bro, you can have that position of don't vote or fight forever because you're not the one that's impacted by voting and you're not the one that's impacted by the fighting. That's bullshit, in my opinion.